Hey there, Libra. What's going on? Libra, welcome to your general message for the first half of April of 2022. Libra, these messages will be for you, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I want to make sure that you understand to please use your own intuition, judgment, and discernment when you're watching and listening, because these messages are very general, okay? So they won't resonate to everyone. And if the messages do resonate to you, then go ahead and leave a like and a comment and subscribe, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, by the way, of course, Libra, I gotta let you know, I definitely appreciate y'all's positivity, y'all's love, y'all support, your light. Thank you guys so much, as always. And I give that positivity right back to you because you definitely deserve it, okay? So, excuse me. So we'll go ahead and pull your messages now. Messages for Libra for the first half of April of 2022. Let's go ahead and get one more shuffle. Okay. So Libra, we have card number 15. One ring circus. Ooh, Libra. You know, I get the energy, Libra. It feels like, for some of you, it feels like you're on your own. Okay, it feels like you're all alone in something. It feels like you are... It feels like you're stuck, having to be the only person taking care of things, running the show. You know, you're the one in charge. And it could indicate that for some of you, you know, either you're the one in charge or you're the one in charge only because you're the only one. You know what I mean? Kind of like a one-man band, you know, a one-ring circus. Ooh, well, there's confirmation right there. Funny. So, yeah. Spirit said it. So some of y'all are definitely dealing with that, Libra. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot here and get more into your message. All right, let's get one more shuffle, Libra. All right, let's see what your challenge is. So your challenge is the Five of Wands. Okay? So your challenge is the Five of Wands. So right now, you may be in conflict. Okay? You know, you may be in conflict during this time, and it may be with friends, it may be with family. It could be within yourself as well, or with a partner. But things are changing, okay? With the one ring circus and then the Five of Wands next to it, I get the energy here that, Libra, you've been left alone because of conflict. I feel like maybe some of you guys have not been able to see eye to eye with, you know, people in your inner circle, whether it's work, family, or what have you. Okay. There could be a case where I feel like there may have been just too many chiefs and not enough Indians. You know, no disrespect by saying that, but I definitely feel like that's the energy here, Libra. Okay. It just feels like, you know, there's just been so much conflict, and in this moment now, it's just like, you know, it's like, you know, you may be feeling like you are, you know, kind of out on your own. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Swords. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Seven of Swords. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. So Libra, it definitely feels like this. I feel like you've called somebody out. I feel like you've called somebody out on what they were doing and like them trying to get over on something. Like you've called this person out. You've called them to the carpet about it. Okay. And it feels like instead of them trying, you know, instead of them taking responsibility for it, it feels like they actually spun it around and kind of made your opinion, even though it wasn't an opinion, but it was an observation, right? But they made it unpopular, okay, for you to come with that, you know, scenario. You know, how it's like, how dare you, Libra, how dare you say this about me? And it's like they kind of like manipulate it into what, you know, you called out as truth. Now they're manipulating it as you know, you're in the wrong, because it feels like they have the kind of upper hand here when it comes to like the popular opinion, or when it comes to like the opinions of the people in your circle or in your environment for whatever this is about. So it just feels like whatever it is that you've called out to the carpet, they've been able to manipulate it. And not only were they able to manipulate it, but it kind of feels like they've gotten people to really agree with them more, and it's leaving you left out. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, so we got the Queen of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I feel like, okay, let me pull more cards, because what I feel like here, now we got the Five of Swords. So Libra, this is crazy, because it definitely feels like there may have been people within the circle that may have been closer than other people that still were able to be manipulated into thinking something negative about you, and really, like I said, you were calling out something negative about someone else. Okay, this Queen of Wands energy, like I said, this other person feels as though this other person, like I said, is more popular. All right, they're the golden child. They cannot do any wrong. Right, so it's like for you to even call them out, Libra, it's like it kind of paints you in the light of like them, trying to say, oh well, Libra's just jealous, Nine of Swords. And I can definitely see why this would be upsetting you. It would upset me as well. Well, the funny thing is I am a Libra, but I definitely, so I do definitely understand, Libra, because how did this get turned around on me? Wait a minute, how did this get turned around on me? I thought that I was calling out someone else that was doing wrong. I was doing the right thing. How is it that I'm standing on my own? Page of Swords. Four of Swords. Okay. Okay, Page of Swords, Four of Swords, Eight of Swords. So Libra, I definitely see you really being in your head. There's a lot of swords energy for sure. Just so much swords energy, okay? Because Libra, I don't blame you at all. Because this energy, it just feels like, okay, how can you, I don't know, it's just Libra, it's like you're just caught in a state of how can you say this about me? When really it was them, or better yet, excuse me, let me rephrase it. This is you saying, like, how can you turn this around on me when I was actually calling you out? But I definitely feel like, with this Seven of Swords, this Five of Swords, and this Four of Swords, okay, so I definitely feel like the situation does die down. And I feel like through this Page of Swords and this Eight of Swords, it feels like whoever it was that has believed in this person, they've already gone. They've already made their decision, and they're allowing themselves to be led, blindfolded, through those lies. Okay, and so Libra, I definitely feel like you decide to just say, like, you know what, whatever. You know what, I'll do whatever I need to do on my own. I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not going to go against it anymore. You've already called it out. It backfired on you, and now you've been kind of left like a social pariah in a way. And so you're like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just give it up. Y'all want to act like that? Fine. I'll do what I need to do on my own. Is what you feel like, Libra. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some more messages. Okay, we've got the Empress, excuse me. The Hermit, and then the Three of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay. So it does feel like after some time has passed, it definitely feels like you will be offering forgiveness to these people, Libra. It feels as though you don't really allow yourself to get affected by it. I mean, yeah, you are kind of on your own right now, but it's like, you know what, I'll do what I got to do to run this show. You know what I mean? I'm the queen here. I'm the queen mother, or, you know, whatever your sex is, or gender is, excuse me. But you have already been able to clearly see what needed to be done, and what needed to be done was to like kind of get rid of a sneaky individual. And like I said, that particular individual has manipulated it through their sneakiness to kind of make you the bad guy. But through time, I definitely feel like these people will be kind of coming back to you, offering forgiveness once they're able to see the truth. And they don't see it right away. That's the thing. They don't see it right away. They're going to continue to follow this other person until he completely traps them right where he wants them. Okay? And like I said, you've seen this from a mile away already. All right? So these same people will have to come back to you asking you for forgiveness. Okay? Asking you to be a part of whatever it is that they now have going on. And I mean, you know, and just take this how it applies to your life, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be in one thing, okay? It could be in different things. So let's go ahead and pull some advice for you, Libra. Okay? Celebrate your wins. Okay? So it's important to acknowledge, Libra, like I said, when you're right. Okay? But it's also important to acknowledge, you know, when you have succeeded in something. Okay? Don't let those moments, Spirit wants to remind you, don't let those moments to go unrecognized. Okay? You know, like work hard, but definitely play hard. Okay? Celebrate those victories. Okay? Get the ice cream and the sprinkles. I'm so sorry, excuse me. I'm a little under the weather. Okay? Overrate your intuition. So just know that in your gut, you're right. And I feel like here in this situation, other people have like underrated your intuition. Okay? You came to them, and it wasn't even about your intuition. It's like you saw it happening. But they discarded you. They made you second guess yourself, right? But it was short-lived. Because ultimately, you definitely saw where you were right. Okay, let's get one more card. Okay. Shift the way to new potential. I like this. I like this a lot because, you know, this can speak to, you know, shifts and changes that are like already kind of happening in your life right now, and you kind of riding that wave into a new sense of self-discovery. But then others of you, this is where you are actually putting, you know, you're actually actively shifting things, okay? And I think that's definitely what happened here. You know, your input into something definitely shifted things, okay? It shifted the whole dynamic of a situation. And even though you kind of were made to look like the, you know, you were kind of made to look like the proverbial bad guy in the situation, I definitely feel like you were able to use that to your advantage, okay? Because now that you were now that you were standing on your own, now that you were running things on your own, you did not have the distractions that you had before, Libra, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and leave the message there, but thank you so much for your time and your support, your positivity, Libra. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep because I know you guys can hear it in my voice, but I've had a great time bringing you this message, Libra, and I hope that you have an awesome day. Talk to you later. Bye.